I hear you riding with the same tall tale. And when you get some, make some. Say you ain't going, but you ain't going nowhere. Wait, girl, but you yourself. One, get your name soon. But you blame but yourself. Oh, it won't do it. Wait a minute. There. End of your life there. Right. Welcome. Look, that's wet hand because I just washed my hands, but I was trying to show you this, to be honest. Wait a minute, hang on, I'm going to try it one more time. Right, it's not having any of it. It doesn't even matter, can I see? Let's have a look. Cake, she hits different. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle that out of the way. Just pop that on there for us. And I thought, and turn that off too. Okay, so I thought, just have a little tarot card reading. Come sit down and let's pull out some cards. And I'm gonna lay it out as well. There's a phenomenal male reader, and I'm gonna try and follow suit. And I'm gonna put a spread out of 15 cards, and then we'll read them. We'll just read them. So I'm going to give them a good shuffle because then I'll be pulling quite a few cards out. So get them all mixed up. I think they're mixed up a little bit from before. So, I do think there's some reversals in there too. So give them a little shuffle. I'll take that one out. And now what was it? It was the High Priestess. That's what it was. High Priestess. Is she in trouble? Right. Do you know, I am going to pull them all out. But for me, I don't know. Has she got a lot going on? Don't know. It looks a bit like Carnage. What was that one? The High Priestess. So, what is it? A major arcana. So we're starting very significant, very symbolic. A 9 of Swords is very intelligent. Has she got a lot going on? And she's battling her all off with her intelligence, So let's carry on pulling them out. It'll be 15 cards in total. It'll be 5 cards at the top, 5 in the middle, and then 5 kind of just crossing them at the bottom, I think. That's, so I'll just pull them out from now. Oh, God. Right, I just need to pull them all out, don't I? Right, so we've got the High Priestess, the 9 of Swords, we've got the 2 of Cups upside in reverse, we've got a God right there, thank God. Right, so can we see them so far? So good. Slide them over. Right, is your woman in carnage, causing chaos, and you don't even know whether you love each other or not? I don't know. I am going to keep shuffling them, aren't I? Right, I hope not. Right, 2 of Swords, you're both fighting for it. I just need to pull them out. You know what I'm like? I can't help it. Infinity Pentacles. So she's going towards her work, isn't she? I don't know if she's being very intelligent and dealing with lots of things, multitasking, and all that. Not sure what the 2 of Cups in reverse is. Maybe to put a little bit of tension because she's looking actually the other way, isn't she? She's not even, she's looking the other way. Is she even putting any attention into the love match, the 2 of Cups? But then fighting for it with the 2 of Swords and the equal infinity, 8 of Pentacles. So working towards your coin. What's the word? Prosperity, working towards your prosperity with love in the middle of it. Right, I don't know. I'm just here to read the cards. And I do hope that this helps someone. I do. So we've got our first 5 cards. There's one more. Oh God. So we've got the One of Cups right underneath her. Is she at the start of something? Does she not know something? Is she at the start of something? Or has she got everything completed? Or has she not got it all in completion? Right, let's keep going. Let's delve a little bit deeper. So, 7. So, the 7th card is the 7 of Swords, and 7's God number. So, is she working in some parallel universe with God? 9 of Pentacles, the work ethic's going up, the production's going up, the commitment to it's going up, the visualizing it and actualizing it and realizing it and profiting on it and being prosperous more and more in abundance because of it. And the 9 of Wands, so that's intuition, foresight, guidance, alignment, awakenments, and then the 10 of Swords in reverse. It looks like I don't know if it's chaos and carnage, or I don't know if it's like layers of an onion. They say like a woman is like an onion, isn't she, with lots and lots of layers. So I'm not too sure if she's kind of stripping away these layers, or he's finding out some of the layers, or I'm not really too sure. So pull out another 5 cards. I'm going to try and just pull them straight out, aren't I? So give them a good shuffle. Okay, and then what we're thinking. So, and there is oh no, it's not. The 3 of Swords. 3's magic number. Right, so 9, 7, 10, that's an odd even number, isn't it? They're odd numbers. So, I don't know. Is she, and that goes over there just like that, doesn't it? Right, so, is she a one-off? Is she very unique and very rare? Is she an original? Is she the real deal? When it comes, because that's love and emotions and feelings and compatibility, is it? Does that person get on with that person? Okay, don't really know. No idea. Right, read the card yourself though. So we've got the moon. No, it's not. What is it? It's like is it the Wheel of Fortune? It's not, is it? Right, the Death card. We've got the end of something. Right, so I'll leave them there and I'll pop them there. Right, so we've got the Death card. Something's coming to an end. Do you know? And it's like, and then there's a man at the end, right? Can we see the cards clearly? I think we can, really, can't we? So, just like that. And that covers just a bit like that. So, intelligence. She's got a business mind on, an intelligence mind on, a thinking cap on. It's all progressing. The coinage, the prosperity, the abundance. It's all growing, and it's a gradual growth. Even though the numbers are high and it started off high, the actual rate of the growth is, gradual. It's a gradual step. So that's very encouraging, and that's very significant, very symbolic. It's very symbolic. So then, I don't know if she's breaking through. Loads of push-throughs, loads of breakthroughs, breaking through boundaries, breaking through karmic cycles. It's like there's loads of them, whatever it is. So this applies to yourself because it's a general reading. Okay? And it might be your feminine energy, it could be male energy, it could be female, it's female energy, it could be a male or it could be female, could be conquering all the like goals, conquering all the steps, conquering not so much accomplishments, more like breaking through the hurdles. I think something a little bit more like that, cutting through the red tape, something like that. So with the intelligence, with tapping onto what lessons did you learn and how did you come, what was the wisdoms, what was the lessons that you brought along with it and cutting them through. I think it's something like that. So then now the love card there, so it's the biggest love card, and it's a match, it's both of them, so unrequited, has she got and it's requited, it's unrequited, in it, unrequired, it's unrequited love, maybe, I'm not too sure, and there's two of them, and that's the swords in it. So I don't know, are they at loggerheads? Are they at battle? Are they working through things? Are they going backwards to the chaos? Is she looking away from it all but still there? And then infinity, does she see that it's going to kind of last an eternity, last an infinity? She's right there at the start of it. If there's a fly, I will kill it. I'll just squash it like that. Even though she's looking away, that's where she positions herself, doesn't she? Right at the start of whatever relationship or love match or whatever, she's she is, the first step is, her first point of call is she's then about a love match, and it's like underneath her, not too sure, maybe not emotionally fulfilled, maybe at the start of it, maybe giving up on it, maybe wants to tip it away, wants to, trash it away, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can say yes and you can say no, and it's 50-50, and it's your choice, it's your decision, and it's your life, and you say no as much as you say yes. Okay, so, it's a 10. So it jumps up by 2, which is 2, which looks like a 2, which is another 2. Also, there's a pair of them all over this. And at the end, there he is. He is actually there either all the way along, or at the end he's there, or, he's kind of... So now it looks like the most equal love match going. Right. So she's there right at the very beginning, and he's there right at the end. So they're both 100% into it, and it's like their own little bubble. She's, I need to phrase it right. Let me think for a second. No matter what's going on, she's right there. That's exactly where she is. You can rely that, that's where she is. That's her first, location, if you like. That's her first kind of, grid reference, her first location. She's in this relationship, okay? I don't know if she's looking away. I don't know if she's, I don't know, thinking maybe about other things. I don't know. Looks like, dry, and she's got, she's with nature. I think maybe she's just looking at the horizon more, kind of leaning on a little bit of a staff, isn't she? Leaning on her own weapons of intelligence, I think there, isn't she? She's got nature, and she has got the freedom to go and fly, just as much as he does. That's the very first thing on the card there. Free to fly, shaped to Yojo, free to fly, shaped to this. But that's saying, it's like a bird, in it. If you let it go and if it comes back, it's meant to be yours. It's destined for you, isn't it? And what's meant for you is meant for you, I think. But I do think she's kind of leaning on her, and I'm going to say his staff, leaning on a weapon, and I do think intelligence is a weapon, so that looks very strong. And him at the end, again, he's the page, so quite young, quite fresh, quite fun, quite full of good faith, and he's standing there tall in a stance. They're both kind of in a stance together with the weapons, and her weapon is in front of her arm and in front of her foot, and his weapon is in front of his body, and he's in perfect stance there, isn't he? Ready for a fight. Both got their hats on, so they're not throwing any gauntlets down, and the terrain looks very, very equal. It looks almost exactly the same, doesn't it? Very dry, very golden, a bit of greenery. Is that greenery on there, or is that, I think, maybe not actually. So I think the side, mate. So she's coming with wands. Well, it isn't though, is it? It's the high priestess, isn't it? So I say his staff, wisdom, intuition, maternal instinct, that kind of thing, foresight, forevision. It can see it a million miles off. It's like she can see it a million miles off, So the Two of Cups, though, is, it is in the middle of it, though, the death to something. The death to to something, and the beginning of a new life, and that's towards the end, isn't it? That's towards him. So, the end of some life, the beginning of a new life, and that's the world, isn't it? That's the world, that's what it is. So she's looking out there, maternal instincts, watching over someone, can see it all from a million miles away. She's got a staff, she's got a weapon, she's got her intuition, she's got a guidance, direct download, from God, from the universe, reading the numbers, seeing the sign on every step of the path, and that's a nice path. Are you thinking, like all things like this, there's so many, isn't there? There's kind of so many lines there. And, right. And my boyfriend, and then about a path, right. So there's types of music, isn't there? And I can have it in my head, I can say a certain type of music, and, it don't even matter. And then, you can picture yourself going, well, I can roller skate, I can skateboard, I can walk on stilts, I can jump on a skipping rope, I can walk across a wall, I can do a perfect cartwheel from stationary, I can do an even better perfect cartwheel from a running motion, I can do a break roll, I can do the splits, I could bang a drum, I could play a guitar, going down this path, I could ride a bike, what else could I do? I could dance, I could sing, I could sing the alphabet, I could do anything going along these paths. So it's like, has she got loads and loads and loads of strings to a bow, and has he as well? Because remember, this is their bubble, the death of something, and the start of a new life, the end of one life, the start of a new life, right next to him, next to the world, following the yellow brick road, and they're both swords, the Two of Swords, they're both fighting for it. So it's actually a lot more encouraging than what I thought, to be honest. It is very encouraging. It is very, good heartening, so wholeheartedly. So let's go back. So that's that. And you're right. Love isn't all rainbows and sunshine. And as long as you're honest, you're both in it, you're talking about it, you're working it out together without influences or someone else's opinion, because then that's not your opinion. And then you're not going to ever have your own way, are you? That's not like what you wanted, is it? So do have an opinion, do speak up for yourself. And, it's like this it's like, I think, she is like looking away. I don't know, maybe a little bit dismissive or reflecting. Reminiscing maybe, I don't know. And he's kind of, very young in virtue. And it's like, he has got his sword there. He's very strong and confident and self-assured in his stance and very relaxed. And I get the feeling that he hasn't retaliated. He hasn't, banged his fist and banged his feet. He hasn't disrespected or acted disrespectfully. He's acted, it looks like, very mature, for one so young, acted very mature, very earnest, very honest, very respectful, very, nurturing and caring, and didn't retaliate, there's another word, it's not respond. Excuse me for a minute. It's like another word for retaliate, take revenge, tit for tat. I don't think there's kind of any of that going on. I think he's kind of, known patience and listening skills and was happy to live and learn at the message that was coming across. No matter kind of how distant or dismissive or, disattached or, take away the swearing words and what was the actual message, and I think they have kind of taken it in hand, the gauntlet's still there, still young in, what's the word? Oh, I just said it a second ago. I just said it a minute ago, but I just think, they could have absolutely kicked off, gone mad, whatever, I don't know, screamed and hollowed, and I think they didn't, I think they were just, we'll see, I'll learn from this, let's see how it all plays out, and, I'm ready, in case it all goes wrong, I'm ready, I'm armed, I'm able, I'm young, I'm able, I'm confident, I'm perfect body, I'm well conditioned, I've got my eyes focused, I'm concentrating, I'm living and learning, so that looks great as well, so I think maybe it might be around here, I'm not too sure. So, and then the 7, so yeah, this is their bubble, their intelligence, their skills, their building skills, their research, going back to it, building the stall up. Can you set your stall up? Can you get everything in order? Or maybe that as well, because it's that's work, innit? Work and prosperity. That's kind of intelligence, but I'm sure that must be related to kind of towards your work, innit? Working hard, striking it off, you're getting there. It's so, a lot that you've had to deal with, a lot that you have dealt with, and you have sliced it. You have kind of sliced it and diced it. I forgot what I was going to say as well. It just shows that the channel messages, doesn't it? But yeah, I think, between the pair of them, and it is between the pair of them and the world, I do think, the kind of striking off these bondages, breaking through, a lot of push-throughs, coinage, wealth, empires, building it up. So that's what I was going to say. So then, is it that there's no romance, there's no emotional, where's the love, where's the romance, where's, the fun, and what else, love and care, and romance. So I don't know, where's the romance, so then, and then these cross over just like this. So Okay, so she's there, right? She's there. Love's bang in the middle of it, in it. Three's a magic number, and I think they're going through ups as well as downs, and they're conquering each step. They're fighting together because that's very interlinked. It's very intertwined, and it is next to the Two of Cups. So I think they are dealing with it together, and they are both there on the ups and the downs, and maybe they do have different ways of dealing with it, but at least they are dealing with it, and that's when you learn about each other, and that's when you learn about each other that they do things different than what yourself does, and also then that will then become the other half of you, and that's how you'll some of the traits you take on yourself, don't you? And you use it all to your advantage. You use it all to your advantage, and it's the more the merrier. Okay, so I think they're working together. I think, it isn't rainbows and sunshine and, birds singing and, serious stuff regarding relationship. Well, how is it a relationship? How is this then a relationship? How can you describe that then? Okay, so working towards coins and stuff. But it's like them kind of questions. Yeah, you do want to know what you're letting yourself in for. Are you capable of being in a relationship? And, what do people put into relationships? So maybe she's reflecting and thinking quite long, hard and serious about it all, and she's out in nature and she knows she can fly if she wants to, and she is leaning on a bit of a she's leaning on she's a pole dancer. Right, she's a pole dancer, kickboxer, weapon trained, and she's looking at the horizon with a bird free to fly. Breaking through obstacles, pushing through boundaries, pushing through push-throughs, breaking through breakthroughs, cutting the boundaries away, getting rid of it all. Not paying for extra baggage. What is it? Motel 6? No thanks. Okay, working together to infinity on their coin, on their legacy, on the bloodline, on the legacy, on it all, okay? And with still room for improvement. So that's always a good thing. Okay, One of Cups, are you emotionally fulfilled? Are you spiritually fulfilled? Are you psychologically fulfilled? Are you physically fulfilled? Are you mentally fulfilled? Maybe again, a bit of reflection. And it's like a mirror, isn't it? And the mirror, when you look at the reflection, it is upside down. So maybe she's standing there, very, very strong and sturdy. She is a pole dancer, and she's got her legs out. She's got a beautiful dress on, and she's got her legs out. She's having a good think about it. And the One of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the One of Cups is upside down, and it's like she's looking out, reflecting, looking back maybe, and mirroring love. She might just be completely reflecting on love. So that's her first thing on, the most, what fills her mind, the most filling part of her thoughts, and what is making up all the thoughts and minds. And it's the reflection of love in it, reflection of love and relationships, So, maybe just working it all out. And they're all going down as well, aren't they? So maybe she's coming out of her head a little bit. She's kind of, learning to, how to come out of her head and, stuff like that. dealing with things, intelligent things towards the business side, towards the work side, always got her eyes on the prize, got her eyes on the goal. Okay, yeah, striking stuff off, nearly struck it all off. That's like in the heart of them as well. I think they've struck, so much off. And it's 9, which is after like infinity. So it's to infinity and beyond. Okay, and it's still slightly south of 10. So not quite perfection, but I think, getting there. And they are trusting their intuition. There's like a direct line, isn't there? Like that to that, you can't kind of draw that any clearer, can you? A lot of lifelines, a lot of landlines, another form of communication. You could do it all day long, couldn't you? I think them two could do it all day long, don't you? They could do it all day long, don't they? Right, so... And then we have got Wands of Swords there. So I think for him, you're side by side, battling it on. Just because, you come from here and there and everywhere, it don't mean you're right, wrong, or what have you. And I said it the other day, but, my boyfriend, and he did say, everybody dances to their own beat of the drum, and very true words he spoke. So then for him, they are fighting it together. They are fighting it, and it's together, believe it or not, for the relationship's best interest at heart, I think. The relationship's best interest at heart, and logically and intelligently thinking, and, together... Two heads are better than one. They're putting their heads together, aren't they? Two heads are better than one, and there she is, and, she's bowing down to it. That's the world. They have got the world at the hands, and I don't know, does he think the world of her? Does she think the world of him? Because that's... very in the middle of them, isn't it? And the world's a beautiful card, or is there a world of things in between them? Is there the world in between them? Is that? Would you climb a coconut tree without the brace and come and get me mine? Would you cross the world for her? Would you swim across the ocean for her? Would you hot air balloon and paraglide and swim and sail and drive your white sport car through the ocean for her, across the world for her? Planes, trains, and automobiles. Okay, so the end of one life, it's on his, but it's very much it's their bubble. It's their bubble here. You're in their bubble now. So the end of one life and the beginning of another. Okay, that's what that card means, and it's in the upright position. So the end of one life and the beginning of a new life. Okay, simple as that. Leaning forward on the weapon, 4-wheel driving it, or on 2 legs, you always have your third point of contact. That's massive as well, isn't it? And 13. Okay, so, and then for him, he's right next to it. He's right next to... so then look at his cards. Do you know, I think they are his cards, I'm just going to say they're his cards. Okay, so from there, you've got the One of Swords, and they're fighting for it. There's a connection. It's intertwining this together. He has got the world at his feet. He's got the world at his feet. And it's the end of one life and the beginning of a new life. And it's the yellow brick road. He's got to follow the yellow brick road. And the Wizard of Oz, is he getting wiser and wiser and maturer and maturer? And is the Wizard of Oz, I swear I know all the words to that song. Oh, Right. And it's number two. It's like he's thinking about, the two of them. He's seeing it like a we, like a us, like a us two, the two of us, and yeah. Are they across the world? Is the what's the word? A bit of distance in between them? Or is it someone local that you know? And, she's in her own mind, distance. You could be sat next to someone on the city, and if they're miles away, the distance couldn't be further if you tried. They may as well not be there, and they may as well be on the other side of the world, and that's for someone sat right next to you. Okay, if they're not there, they're not there. They may as well be on the other side of the world. So I don't know then, for then this reading, general reading, so however it applies to yourself, maybe, your worlds apart, your morals, your virtues, a worlds apart, your thought process, everything. Is it worlds apart? But it's the right way up, isn't it? So that's not the case, is it? So it's like, you're not worlds apart, you're on the same, you're like in the same world, aren't you? Oh, and if you're in the same world, you see people in the same world. If you're not in the same world, you don't see people in that world. Like a radio. So if you've got a radio in front of you and it's got 10 channels, all 10 channels are playing. They're all playing at all times. And you will only tune into your one radio station. So you'll be listening to one, knowing it exists, but at the same time, coexisting, parallel, existing is the other 9 channels. Okay, I can't remember the point of that, but and as well, so then say if you went onto another channel and it was out of tune, you wouldn't stay listening to that channel, would you? If you put on your radio and it's out of tune, you wouldn't sit there all day listening to it, would you? It'd be off. You'd turn it off. You'd try a different channel, a different radio station, or move on, to a different device. So that's, your person that you're in this bubble with, when, you see things like of the same world, and that's what I mean by that. So, you have got the same ideas and ideals of relationships, loyalty, morals, virtues, qualities, skills, to embrace growth and transformation and change and things like, say if you got married today, it's perfectly normal that, in 40 years' time, that person's a completely different person. Like, I know you try and capture and hold on, and they are still in there, and that, they'll be still tapping into it, and it is them, it's their authentic self. And people add on more and more, so, people change and transform, and I think as long as you do it together, I think that's the main thing to it. So I'm gonna leave it on that. Let's see what the bottom card was. Oh, there we go. The King of Cups. There you go. Right, so we will take that bottom card. There he is, honestly. Oh, whoever he is, it is a dream come true. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. He's your King of Cups. In touch with his own emotions, in touch with your emotions, in touch with life itself. Oh, beautiful. Right, brilliant read. I'll put that back on the bottom of the deck there. Okay, so, right, there's a comment, hang on, because I just need to walk round here for a sec. Okay, is this black magic? No, it's just a set of tarot cards. It's just a set of tarot cards with some pictures on them. I'm just using a little bit of reading. I'm just like reading the pictures that are on, there. And using my intuition, trying to link them all up. I watch an absolutely remarkable, amazing, phenomenal male reader, and he lays them out quite often like this, and we'll read through them and gets deeper and deeper and more intense, like an ocean that swallows you up. He gets to the bottom of it. Amazing. So now, is it black magic to watch and consume something you're asking or maybe believe is black magic? Always ask yourself that. And then always ask yourself, am I thinking negative or am I thinking positive? Always stop yourself and you ask yourself, am I thinking negative or am I thinking positive? And then as soon as you can label it, work out which one it is, you can that's where you can start building yourself back up again, can't it? Are you thinking negative or are you thinking positive? Oh, that was going to be another spin-off. Hang on 1 second. Right, that's not working. I thought it was going to light up. And do you know, I shared ages ago, it was one of the first things that I shared actually. Right, and it's brilliant, and it was, can you remember the kids from Fame? Fame, we're gonna live forever. We're gonna learn how to fly high. Brilliant. Right, and there was a song that what was it called? Leroy, a song that Leroy sang. And as part of the video, he walked past a mime artist, and I think he was very, very lost at the time, Leroy, a bit troubled, a bit lost. And he was walking down this road, New York, in New York City, from, the Fame School of Dance and Performing Arts. And that's where I grew up. So Leroy was walking down the road, walking down this street on the sidewalk, past this mime artist who looks like a little bit, hang on 1 second. Followed him, kind of mimicking him, miming him, mimicking him. And Leroy turned around. So next thing, this mime artist, was miming. He went up, drew across, drew down, drew a little door handle, opened it, pulled it open, and then he pointed to himself from his frown, pointed, it was mime, turn your frown upside down, and then did a big smile, and then he was going, come on, over to this door frame, and then Leroy, a little bit reserved, but, was open to it. He walked back over to the mime artist, walked through this door frame and this door with a big smile on his face, and then he carried on walking, and you could see he was a little bit dubious, a little bit doubtful, because then he turned round I think he was checking to see if the mime artist wasn't laughing at him, took him as a joke, and he wasn't. He was just stood there waving him off, dead happy, so... is that black magic to turn your mood and your state of mind from one place to another immediately and permanently, and removing and eliminating worries and stress out of your body? That's magic, and it's all in the Bible. Our third eye, our lamp. God gave us this lamp. It's a privilege, it's a luxury, it's a gift, it's a present, and it's present right now, and that's the present. Okay, have a great night. Thank you so much for watching, the reading. I hope... there's a message in there for you. I hope I think you can see the cards clearly. And, there is online guidance, the tarot card guidance, so you can look at them, see how they connect up for you. I think we've read them quite in order as well today. So we did kind of start, at the beginning, and that's just like the yellow brick road as well, isn't it? Oh, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the rainbow over the trees, follow the fella that follows his dreams, follow the yellow brick road, doodle-a-doodle-a-doo. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We're here, he is a wizard of whiz, if ever a whiz there was, if ever whoever the whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one, because of the wonderful things he does. Diddle-a-diddle-a-dip. Boo! Follow the yellow brick road, boy. Bye.